What is up everybody, it's your boy MachoorTV. Today I've got a highly requested video, Marisa versus Ryu. How do you deal with Marisa as a Ryu player? How do you beat Marisa in this matchup? I know this is a matchup that's giving a lot of people a lot of trouble. It is definitely a bad matchup for Ryu. In the beginning of the game I was struggling a lot versus Marisa, and now I feel like I've gained a lot of experience versus her, and I can beat her in a lot of instances. Not in every instance, but in a lot of instances. So I just want to share with you guys the tips that I used in order to start winning more versus Marisa, and hopefully get you guys to start winning more against her too. So without further ado, let's go to the training mode. Special announcement. So far in this channel, I'll help you guys with tips on how to improve as a Street Fighter 6 player. I have given you matchup knowledge and game strategies, and of course a lot of hype matches. Well, now I'm announcing memberships for people who are trying to improve in Street Fighter 6. Your requests have been answered. You get a 30-minute monthly one-on-one coaching session with me. We hop on a Discord call. You get replay reviews during the session and ways to improve your overall game plan. On top of that, you get access to an exclusive in-game club called the Ryu Academy, and an exclusive Discord channel with access to clips posted before they are uploaded on YouTube, only for members. Please note that there are limited seats for this, so if you want this, here's how to join. All what you have to do is press on the join button in my channel and my videos, pick Ryu Loyalist level 2 and send me your YouTube username on Discord. And that's it, you're in. This is not the first time I've done this, guys. I've helped multiple players before improve in Street Fighter 5, reaching from silver to diamond rank, and now this is the time to do it in Street Fighter 6 too. Whether you want the coaching sessions or you just want to support me and help the channel grow and help me do this full time, this is the best way to do it. I would like to thank everybody who has been helping this channel grow by watching my videos, leaving comments and likes. We are approaching 5,000 subscribers right now, and the journey to 10,000 subscribers starts right now. So don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, like the video and leave a comment, and without further ado, let's go back to the video. So as you know, this matchup is actually quite difficult for one main reason. The reason is because Ryu wants to throw fireballs, of course, in this matchup. Like, he wants to throw some fireballs. However, basically, you know, the Marisa's Superman punch, which is this move, okay, it beats fireballs, and if she catches you while you're throwing a fireball, she gets a punish counter, and you get knocked to the end of the screen, and she gets some corner carry. Of course, she's not going to be in front of your face, but she gets you to the corner, and that's, you know, where Marisa gets scary, and you're gonna lose a lot of drive meter for that. So the thing is, it is scary to throw fireballs in here, but she cannot, you have to keep this in mind, she cannot react to your fireballs, you know, and do Superman punch or reaction. She cannot do that, okay? So it has to be preemptively done. She has to guess that you are going to throw a fireball, and she does the Superman punch, and then, you know, she might get it, she might not get the punish counter. So what you're trying to do as a Ryu player in this matchup, you should play the fireball game. You should play the fireball game. You should not be, you know, afraid of throwing fireballs versus Marisa. You definitely should. But the thing is that you have to make her, you know, you have to make her want to throw that Superman punch. So what I'm trying to say is that you have to throw fireballs, but not spam them, okay? Make sure that you're, you know, timing them correctly, so then she would anticipate, you know, a fireball coming. She would do the Superman punch, and then you can with Punisher, you know, if she does it. A lot of these Marisa players, they try to use the heavy or the medium Superman punch because it covers a lot of horizontal space. You can see over here that look at how far this thing is going. All right, and if I for example throw a fireball while she's doing that, like in here, you see the knockdown and the punish counter. So what you're trying to do is, in neutral, normally they would do heavy, you know, Superman punch. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to either react to the Superman punch and DP it. Yes, you can DP the heavy one, the medium one, and the EX1. The light one, it can be done. The light one and the EX1, it can be done, but because they are really fast, you know, the startup is really fast, it can be quite difficult. I would not attempt to DP the light one, but I would definitely attempt to DP the medium one or the heavy one. So you can see over here that I can do it on reaction, and you know, and just DP her, you know, while she's in the animation of the whole thing. Okay, and if she's doing it right in front of your face, you can, you know, get a juggle combo like this one, or you can just like do this. So it's quite easy. Even if she I think you can also do with a drive rush combo like this, for example. Wait, hold up, you can do something like this. You can do something, you know, and get flashy with it. If she's doing the heavy one, you can DP it. If she's doing the medium one like this, you know, you can also DP it, like in this instance. Or even if she's doing the light one, you know, you can do it. However, it is a little bit difficult to react to because it's a lot faster. However, you can with punches like this, so you can space yourself outside of the range of the heavy, you know, Superman punch like this in neutral, and try to react to it, or try to whiff punish it. It's either one of the two. Okay, so the general idea is that you wanna whiff punish something that she's doing, because a lot of these Marisa players are throwing a lot of heavy stuff in neutral, trying to get in. Okay, and these stuff are whiff punishable. So what are the stuff that are whiff punishable that you can whiff punish and then start your offense from them? As we said, the Superman punch, that's one. Second of all, she has her this one, Quadriga, I think the name of the move. So sometimes they do this move. You can definitely like whiff punish this if she does it. For example, from here, you can see that you can definitely do something like that. Or what they try to do is they try to like do heavy kick like this. Okay, or they can try to do heavy punch like this in neutral, or even charge it like that sometimes. Okay, so if she does this, you know, you can definitely whiff punish this and get an easy punish. Or if you want, you can or if she's gonna do like the heavy one, the heavy kick like this, you can definitely also whiff punish this and get an easy whiff punish. If you don't feel like you're comfortable with the 12 framer standing heavy kick, you can use the standing heavy punch in here. Also, I feel like standing heavy punch is really good in this scenario, or especially against this character, because even in neutral they sometimes do Gladius. Okay, sometimes do even the light one or the heavy one like this. They charge it, or they do it like that. So you can also whiff punish this if you see it. You can do a combo like that, or if you don't want to spend meter, you can just do Tatsu like this. Even from really long ranges, you can still get the Tatsu confirmed. But however, if you want to use crouching medium kick, it's not recommended here to punish it, because her hurt box, it extends further from her punch, but not from her lower body. So if you can see from here, if I want to punish it, I can't really use crouching medium kick. Okay, I can use sometimes, I can use sweep, but you're not getting a lot of damage from that, right? And it's sometimes in some ranges it might also whiff. If I can see, yeah, like from there it whiffs, right? But however, from here you get a much better consistent whiff punish with the heavy punch. For example, from here, you see that it works really well. Even if it is charged, or if it is the normal one, even the light one, you can all whiff punish them very consistently if you space yourself correctly. One more thing about Gladius, if you see that Marisa is holding Gladius like this in neutral, which a lot of people do, a lot of players, they do it, you can jump on her on reaction. You know, if you see her doing this, for example, I'm just gonna jump in. You know, if I see you doing that, I'm just gonna jump in. Okay, you can just get a cross up, or you can just get like a proper heavy punch, jumping heavy punch on her and damage her. So, and same thing works for these for the EX1. You know, if I see her doing this, for example. So if I see her doing the EX1, the EX Gladius, I'm definitely going to jump. Okay, even this one like that, I'm definitely going to jump. So any kind of like charged Gladius that you see in neutral, or you see it in block strings, for example, if she's doing something like this, okay, you can definitely, you know, try to jump this. Okay, you can even give it a little bit time more. You can see it, but you know, you can definitely jump it like that and get like a punish counter if she's charging it. Okay, so that is that covers the entire neutral game versus her. You should definitely throw some fireballs if you feel like, you know, like, you know, she's blocking everything or she's parrying everything. Try to mix up some light Hashuki, so then you can drive rush and then grab her while she's in the parry animation. You can definitely do that. So try throwing fireballs. That's the strategy. Try throwing fireballs to get her to throw a Superman punch that you can react to with a DP, or with punish it and try to start your offense from there. So that should be your goal. Don't be scared of the fireballs, throw them, but be very careful. Be very careful. You should not get hit with Superman punches. If you are getting hit with Superman punches, I suggest that you try to like change the pattern for the fireballs that you're doing. Okay, so one more thing. A lot of Marisa players, they love doing this combo, right? They love doing this for either with punishes or for pressure or whatever, because it's literally just, there's no motions in it. It's just pressing triangle twice, medium punch twice, and you know, you get a special cancelable, a special cancel after that. So either Gladius or something else. So a lot of people, they use Gladius after this, and what you want to do is, in this situation, is if they use the medium one, you can't get a punish counter because the medium one is -5 on block. If you can just confirm right now, yeah, you can see it's -5 on block. So Ryu has a very good light punch or light kick that you can use to punish that. However, if it is you know, this is only punishable if they do it right in front of your face, okay? And I believe if they do the light one, it's not going to be, or it is actually punishable. Okay, even the heavy one is also -5. However, in a lot of instances, you'll find that your light kick is actually whiffing, right? You're not able to, like, you know, you're not able to get that punish. So what you want to do is, this is a guaranteed punish. Every time a Marisa does this, you immediately answer with an EXTP. You know why? Because if they do this, okay, if they do this and they don't cancel, it is -8, okay? So the EXTP will win. The EXTP will get you a punish counter, okay? And there is a gap. There is a gap if you do a Gladius over here. There's a gap. There's a 4-frame gap, okay? So if you do EXTP, in this case, the EXTP will come out and it will punish the Gladius before it even comes out. So if I do this, for example, okay, and then we block it, you can see over here that the EXTP will win, okay? Even if I charge it, even if I charge this one, okay? Even if I charge, even now I'm using the heavy one, even if I charge the heavy Gladius, the EXTP will also win. In this case, it will break the armor because it's 2 hits, right? So this thing will work. The only thing that will actually beat the EXTP, okay, is if they try to, like, you know, DI after this, which I don't really see people doing, you know, at all. And maybe, you know, if you're in the corner, like in that case. However, in neutral, I don't see people doing that at all. What the other option is, an EX Gladius, okay? So if she does EX Gladius like this, okay, and she holds it, then the EXTP will not work. You can see that, you know, I did not punish her. However, in this case, the best optimal option, or the best option that covers even the EX Gladius, is super. Whatever, whether it's super level 1, level 2, or level 3. So for example, if she's doing this, I can immediately input the super and it will get a punish. And we said before, even if she doesn't cancel to Gladius, it is -8, so there will be a punish. The super will punish her. So this is something that's very important, that you need to understand, that this move is not safe. And if a lot of people are spamming this, I know it, even in master rank, a lot of Marisa players are doing this continuously. So an EXTP is a very good answer versus this, or a super. In this case, you can just save up your meter and use every level 1, every meter as a level 1 to punish this. You can definitely do that. So as we said that, a lot of these Marisa players, they're doing Gladius sometimes as an anti-air, sometimes they would hold it, okay? So you have to also understand something, that they can hold it a little bit, like they can hold it a little bit and get armor while doing this. However, okay, you can tell from the from what she says whether this is a fully charged one or not, because they can hold it a little bit, a few frames, it will still not be the fully charged one, and it will still be -5 on block. But this way they can still get the armor. So if you're jumping and trying to punish them or try to attack them while you're jumping, they can do this and absorb the punish and absorb the attack with the armor, and then punish counter you, right? However, this is what she says if it's fully charged, and if it's fully charged, it's not gonna be -5, it's gonna be -4. So normally what I'm seeing is that if you jump on them and they anti with a Gladius, it's not going to be a fully charged one, it's going to be slightly charged, which is still going to be -5 on block. So you can just empty jump and then block the Gladius, and then do a stunning light kick like this one, and give them a punish because it's 5 frames, okay? An empty jump sometimes it's also good versus Marisa, because Marisa, she struggles normally in anti-airs, and a lot of Marisa players, they use perfect parry to try to get that perfect parry to anti-air you. So if you do an empty jump, you can just grab them, right? You can just grab them. If you see that the grab happened, or you see that the parry happened, you can just grab them and then get a punish counter. Also, sometimes Marisa players, they do this heavy punch, okay, which they can charge, but normally they just don't charge it, they just do this, okay? So if she's doing this, for example, if she's doing this all the time, you can let's try to simulate a scenario where she's gonna do something like this. You can definitely punish her like this. If you're trying to, like, if you empty jump and then she misses that attack, or if she holds it, if she holds that crouching heavy punch or something like that, if she misses it, you can definitely try to punish it. It's a little bit difficult. I don't really use this a lot, because I've seen that a lot of these Marisa players, they don't use heavy punch, crouching heavy punch as an anti-air. However, it is definitely the best option, but it is 10 frames, and if you charge it slightly, the startup can change drastically. You can see that here is 21 frames. You can see that here is 10 frames, but here is 11, here is 9. So the startup is kind of slow for an anti-air, right? So a lot of people don't use it. Also, it kind of sucks when you're trying to try to cross her up, try to do like a cross up. It kind of sucks a little bit. So a lot of these Marisa players, they're reliant on perfect parries, or Gladius for like anti-airs and stuff, using the armor. So just be aware of this and how to be able to punish each option. Okay, so just to explain something real quick about Gladius, all of the versions are actually +2 on block. Okay, so if you do this for example, okay, this will be +2 on block. If you do the heavy one, it will be +2 on block. If you do the EX one, it will be +2 on block. So Marisa's light punch is actually 6 frame startup, and the medium one is 7 frame startup. So what this means is that what happens is, after you block a Gladius like this, normally people, they mash light target combo like this, okay, or they mash the medium one, okay. So if they do the light one, okay, and you mash, you as a Ryu player, you mash light punch, okay, standing light punch, after that it will be a trade, because both of the attacks will be 6 frames, since startup of Ryu standing light punch is 4, so +2 from Marisa's Superman punch makes it 6 frames right now. So it will be 6 versus 6, so it will be a trade happening. But even if you trade that, you will push her away from you, and if she uses the medium one, you will beat her. If she uses the medium one, you will get a counter hit and you will beat her because she's 7 frames, you're 6, so you have the advantage over there, so you'll be able to beat her. So for example, if this happens, okay, and you want to always block it high, because if you block it high, I believe that it will be hold on. Yeah, okay. So this is one thing. If you block the Superman punch low, you block it while you're crouching, it's gonna be +3. But if you block it high, it's gonna be +2. So you always want to be able to block this high and then mash light punch afterwards, because whatever that she does after that, it's either going to be a trade and then you're going to be pushing her away from you, or you are going to win the confrontation, or you're going to win the situation, because you're going to be a 6, she's going to be 7 frames, and you are going to get a counter hit. So this is something that's very important to you to know, because you want to stop her applying her pressure when she's plus on block. So another move that a lot of Marisa players they do in neutral is this Quadriga, this move, and this move is -6 on block if it is the light one. Okay, the medium one is -4, the heavy one is basically -3, and the EX one is also -6. So the lucky thing is that she says different things when she does it. Okay, so if she's doing the light one, she'll do this, she'll say this. You can just memorize it, it's so easy to recognize. If she's doing the medium one, she'll say how's this. If she's doing the heavy one, she'll say you're done. So either you know which one you got, you basically blocked. So if she says this, it will always be -6. So for example, if she's doing something like that and then she does this, okay, if she's from a long range, you can't really punish her. Look at the pushback on that, right? You can't really punish her, so you have to like block this. But if she does it like while in front of your face, you can definitely get a punish counter from this, and it is you know, -6, so you can get like a pretty good punish with like a medium punch. If you feel like the range is too far, you can maybe attempt the light kick, the standing light kick, for example, like in this case, and get a punish for that. So that's something that you need to keep in mind. However, the other versions, we said the heavy one is not safe, it's -3, so don't expect to do this to every single version. You have to know which one it is and then punish it accordingly. One more very annoying move about Marisa is definitely her counter. This move over here, it is definitely, you know, very annoying, because Marisa players, they do it on wake up, they do it, you know, during a block strings, you know, if you try to DI them, they will do it. So it's quite annoying. So just understand the way that you can beat this, because I know that a lot of Marisa players, they wake up with it. So if you're trying to meaty them, they will try to like punish you. So for example, if I do this after the animation is over, there is actually a punish counter state that you can take advantage of it. So that's one thing that you have to know, and they can't really keep doing this forever. Like at the end, at some point, you know, she will let go of it, even if they hold the button, and you'll get that punish counter if you're looking for that. Okay, or you can just, you know, wake up, you get up and grab her. Okay, you can definitely do that. So that is one option. If you see that she's waking up with that, you can just like, you know, grab her. Or if you're in the corner and you want to continue pressuring her, you can just, you know, do your throw loops and get a punish counter for this counter. Or for example, if you do this one, over here, if you get your meaty timing correctly, it will beat her. You can see that it was a reversal over there, and we actually beat her if we got the timing correctly. However, if I do something like this, you can see that I get beaten, right? If I do the medium one, I do win the confrontation in this case. If I do the medium punch, you know, if I time it correctly. The thing is that the timing after the grab is a little bit difficult, but you can get it right? So you have to get the meaty timing correctly to beat the regular one. One more thing about the regular one is that it's vulnerable to low attacks. So for example, if I if I do this for example right here, I can just do a light punch or a crouching light kick and then continue my attack. If I do like a crouching mini kick also, it will work. So if I can do something like that, it will definitely work. So the normal one, the regular counter is vulnerable to grabs. It's vulnerable to low attacks. However, the EX one, it beats the low attacks. Okay, so for example, if I do this, you can see that she beats me. All right. However, it's not safe because you can just grab it. Okay, so it's vulnerable. Still, it's vulnerable to grabs. That's one more thing that you have to take note of. And also, you can super it if you want to get saucy. You can definitely super it. It will not be the super. Okay, and if she cancels this into this overhead move, it is actually quite punishable. If she does the regular one, the one attack one, it's not punishable. Like if she does this, okay, look at this. It's minus 21. So if she does this, for example, right now, you have to of course block it high. Okay, you can just get like a punish counter, like a DP, and then get a full combo. If she does the one move, if she does one move like this one, okay, it's -3. So this is safe on block. So don't attempt to punish her. However, if she does the medium ones or the low one, the low attack like this, okay, this is -24. So same thing, you can punish it as a Shoryuken. So if she does this, you can definitely, you have to block it low, and then you can get the punish. I don't see a lot of Marisa players they do this in master rank. If they would do something, they would do the overhead, and it would just be like one hit. However, in lower ranks, I'm pretty sure that this happens because they think that it's a good mix-up to do low, high, and all that. However, if you guess it right, if you block it, then it will be very punishable for her. Another case where this is actually used a lot, this counter is used a lot, is when you have her in the corner and she's basically burnt out. If she's in burnout, and you wanna get that stunt combo, right? You wanna get her to get stunned. So if she's in the corner right here, and you want to do this, she will basically like beat you with her counter. So what you want to do is, instead of like using like a crouching medium kick or do something like that, you want to use heavy punch and then DI. So this will beat her. Okay, so this will beat the counter attempt. So heavy punch into DI will beat this. So don't use like medium punch DI, don't use like crouching medium punch DI or something like that. Use heavy punch DI and it will beat the counter. She cannot do anything. She cannot do the counter to beat the DI in this case. So another thing that happens a lot is, because she does not have an EXTP, so a lot of these Marisa players, they wake up with supers. They either wake up with level 2 or they wake up with level 1. Thankfully, if they wake up with level 1 like this, in this case, okay, you can just block it and then give her a big punish. Okay, or you can actually grab it. So if you're going for like your throw loop and she wakes up with level 1, it will not work. Your grab will actually win in this case. So if you're doing this, right, and you just grab her, it will work. Or if you want, you can also like, if you want to go for a meaty, you can just like meaty a light punch, okay, and you will still get the time to block. So if this happens and do a light punch, let me just try to meaty it correctly. I was not a meaty because I actually whiffed. You can see that over there, I actually pressed the light punch. She blocked it, okay, and she did level 1, and I still managed to block the super. And after this, she's minus 43, so I can give her like a big punish. Okay, so these are the habits that I see online from Marisa players. Of course, if you're playing somebody like Big Bird, he already knows all those stuff. So it's it might work here and there, but it's not gonna. You probably have like answers for all that. But however, I'm seriously speaking, guys. Anybody else other than Big Bird, these stuff have actually worked. These are the patterns that they are using. You know, anybody else, I'm facing Marisas every single day, different Marisas, and they all use the same habits, the same things, and most of these tactics they actually work against them. So you know, use this to be able to beat Marisa. I know a lot of you guys are facing a lot of issues. Every single video that I make, people in the comments are saying, please make a video about how to beat Marisa. And you know, this is basically how I do it. So as I said again, try to play the fireball game. Try to be very careful with the fireball game. You have to play it so then you can bait a Superman punch and whiff punish it or punish it with a DP, and then start your pressure from there. Once you start your pressure, make sure that you go for grabs if they wake up with counter a lot, or if they notice that they wake up with regular counter, go for light, go for crouching light kick, you know, as a starter for your combos, or crouching medium kick as a starter for your combos. Start doing some low attacks here and there, and you know, bait the level 1 super. And things like this, bait the supers, because a lot of these players, they don't have an EXTP, so sometimes if they have super, they will wake up with it if you pressure them correctly. All right, so that's it for this video, guys. If you found this very helpful, please leave a like, comment down below, and if you're not subbed to the channel, please do that. So with that said, I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.